Hey, it's me, Sarah. Welcome back to Soulcreative. I'm here to share some Christmas journals with you guys. These are made out of fabric and wallpaper, and I sewed around the outside of them, and I did a really cool feature on the front of them. They both have seam binding as the closure, and they're attached underneath the front ephemera piece that I put on the front. And I used red and green thread, depends on which one it was. This one's green and this one's red, mainly red. And there is a little bit of green in this one too. Anywho, I used Stamperia or Stamperia, however you pronounce that. I call it Stamperia. And I used the paper pad. I'm not sure what it's called. Let's see, I have like on the back cover of it. It's called Christmas Vintage. And I don't know if you can see, but that little square right there is the front of the pack. But that's the back of the pack. So I used that. I have 2 sheets left. And I used everything else to make 5 journals. I'm going to share these 2, and then I have 2 that are similar, alike, and then I have one that's different than the rest. But I used the same paper pad. So we'll start with this one. On the front here, I have this cut out from the paper pad. I have a tag up here. This is wallpaper, and then I put some ledger on the back. I used the Stampin' Up! Tab punch right there, and then I also used it for a closure. This is magnetic, and I used one of these. Let's see if I can find one. Long flap envelopes, and I used it kind of like this. So I adhered this onto the top flap, and then I used some cardstock to make a pocket and make it more sturdy. And then I have some coffee dyed paper, and I just put a tab on the top of that. And that just slides up here because I made a pocket out of it. And you just slide it in to where it'll clear so it won't get in the way when you go to flip it down. And then I put some more paper in here. Just had some leftovers, and so that goes in here. And it just slides down to where you can grab the little tab. Then here I have a pocket on this side, and I just put a journaling card in there. And this right here, this little piece, I used, let's see if I can get that in there. I don't know if I can get it in there anymore. Oh, it's a magnet stopping it. I think it was. So this little piece here I used from the front of the paper pad, and it had like shows like different things on it. So I cut that piece off, and I put it on the top of this envelope. And then that just closes like that. And then you put the tag back in. So then you open it up, and it's just attached on the front. And inside, I kept this plain. I might put a pocket there. I love this fabric. It's like an upholstery fabric. And then here on the first page, I just added a doily. You can tuck something underneath that or on top of this. And then in the back, there's a tuck spot and a pocket right here as well. And then I did use some digitals from Artie Mays. and some might be from Tsunami Rose. So I just made a little tuck spot here and slide some stuff in there. These are mainly plain. I did add a pocket right here, add some coffee dyed paper on the back. But these are to fill up for like December daily or just to record the month of December, or even just your holiday, Christmas. Old ledger. And these papers are, what are they? I'm not positive. I will link those below. It's either Medieval Mirage or I don't know. I'll have to link them below. Then the papers repeat back here. And this is the other side of that tuck. But yeah, and that's the beautiful paper. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So, that's this one. And they are plain. They will come with an ephemera pack. I might as well just show you this real quick. All of them will come with it. Some of the items will be the same and some of them won't be. Like these little cutouts, they will be different. But the star is the same, the ticket. And you'll get these two cutouts, the tag and then the round. My camera's right above me, and I don't know. I always want to tilt it this way, so I'm trying to learn that I need to hold it to where you guys can see it. And then I made these little booklets inspired by Mrs. Huggz. I used her printables, and I have a thing I'll show you here in a minute. And I just used some scrap leftover paper to make these. So you get one of those, you get this little scrap piece with ledger in it. It says Magic and Merriment, and it says Merry Christmas. And then here's another one of those long flap envelopes, and I used the Tim Holtz collage papers on it, the holiday ones. So that's that one. And then I made another booklet that was inspired by Mrs. Huggz, and it's just made with scrap pieces of paper as well. Now I just sewed around the image and I put Merry Christmas on this one. And they're all inked up with vintage photo. So that's what you'll get in this little pack. And then in this little pack, you get one of these little charms that I made. I'm going to put a hole in it. And then these will be little tags. I still have to punch the corners. But these are just made out of the leftover pieces of paper I had left over. And then you get a tab punch. And they'll all be different, like they're punched out of different papers. So that's what you'll get in that. And then I did use either, oh, that one didn't go on. So I punched it to where it would go on this little bulb pin. Or printables, digis that you can get from Mrs. Huggz. Mrs. Huggz Crafts on Etsy. And I used Holiday Mischief, Adorable Christmas, I must have put both of them on there. Furry Friends at Christmas and Christmas Friends. So yeah, so that's what I used for that. And they're on the front of those little booklets that I made. Okay, so we looked at that one. Now let's look at this one. This one is made about the same, it just has a different picture. And this is the front and back of this tag. You flip it open, flip it up, and this one I decorated a little bit. It says Merry Christmas, and then you got a tag of paper in here. And then you got your tag of paper in here. Put it in this way. Maybe it'll come out easier. And then right here, this flips open and you can journal in here and journal in there. And then this is the tuck spot behind there. And then this flips back down. And the tag goes in the top. Then you open it up and you have this beautiful paper here, and then this beautiful fabric, and then I'm pretty sure that's already made, and I did put some painter's paper in there. This is, I'll have the links below. I did some of this paper, I'm not sure what it's called. Why is it every time you get on video you can't remember nothing? Postcards, and then this paper, and some ledger, and this I doubled together so you can open it up and journal in there. You could put a paper clip on there and keep it secret. I put some vintage music paper and made it a pocket, graph paper, line paper, some of this tablet paper, notepad paper, and then coffee or tea dyed paper. I backed this with some vintage music paper, and I put the words upside down. This I made a tuck out of, and this is the lines for music. This is mulberry paper, that's what it is. I made a pocket out of these postcards. And this says Christmas gift. This is Tsunami Rose. And then the papers just repeat themselves. There's the mulberry paper again. Yeah, so that's these ones. I will have, by the time you see this video, hopefully they'll be posted in my shop. The link will be down below in the description box. All you do is hit on the arrow if you're on your phone, or if you're on the computer, it is under the see more. You'll see that it'll say see more, and you click on that, and then it'll drop the description box down. So that'll be these two, and I got 2 packs that will go with these. So those will be listed in the shop. Then I got this one and this one. And these are made with the wallpaper and the fabric. And this is a different fabric that I used. It's still like a utility fabric. Here you have a pocket, and I cut this off to put down there. It says Merry Christmas. And then I put the cake on there. And I just put some buttons on a bulb pen. And then over here I added a tag with some... No, I'll put that over there. So then this one, I made a double pocket. We'll just go into this one first. So I tied it with some sari silk. And I made a double pocket right here. And then this flips open for a pocket right here. And then there's a tuck spot right here with some extra paper and a tag. And that just flips back to hold this shut. And I sewed around it, put a piece of fabric in the back, and then it's sewed the whole way around here. There's 2 signatures in here, and I just did a crisscross stitch. This is the front of the paper on here. And then I just went through and added different papers throughout. There's a glassine bag, another music pocket page, tea-dyed, craft, some of that notepad paper, mulberry paper. There's a tuck spot at the top, that ledger, and some more coffee dyed music paper, and some book page, more tea dyed or coffee dyed, and then this is the center of the signature. And then the paper just repeats itself. This one, you have like a little flip out. On the other side of the bag, I made a pocket. So that's the first signature, the second signature. This is the front of the paper pad. So I just utilized that, added another piece of paper. I made it kind of like a Franken paper. And then this is Tsunami, no, this is Artie Mays. Just made a pocket right here with some craft paper. I'll link what those papers are. Some of that painter's paper. Another tuck spot with a mulberry paper, some craft paper, ledger paper, coffee dyed, some line paper. I will link what this is. More of that painter's paper, coffee dyed paper. In the middle signature, I will link who these are. And then I made a little flip out pockets, watching, and then these are pockets in here as well. And I watched Wendy's Journal Adventure, and this is a tag in here. Just put that in afterward. And then on the other side, once you got it flipped in, you open it up and you'll have I have that on for decoration. Then I just made a little booklet, and you have little pages in there. And then you open this up, and this will come the whole way out. You can write on there. And then it's just held down with this little doily. And then this will get clipped on the side of the page. And then you'll see it on that side. More of that painter's tape or painter's paper. More of those digis, coffee dye, and it just repeats itself with the paper. Another pocket, the other side of the paper pack, and then that's the look of the front cover. I just thought it was too cute to cover up, and why not use it? You know, could use it all. So then I'll show you this one. This is held together with green seam binding. And then the outside looks like that. It's the wallpaper. I use red thread on this one. So this one is more like a baking, cooking theme. Cookies and desserts. It says with love for a happy Christmas. This opens up. I didn't show you that on that one. I don't know if it's that one or the next one. So this opens up, and then you have some tags, and you have a pocket here. There's a little label. This opens up. You can journal here, and journal there, and there, and there. And you put your tags back in there, and there is also a little tuck spot and journaling spot there, and I'll just leave that in there, and then you flip it over, you have a little tuck spot here, a little label, notebook, and then you have a little cute journaling card that I attached there. Let's see if I can get this in here.
That's an envelope, so we'll see. Kind of at a weird angle too. Nothing seems to want to go in when you're on camera. At least not easily.
So that closes like that. And that's the first signature, and then you have a pocket here, and then you got this beautiful paper, and I did some stitching on the side. You can write here. That's another one of those envelopes. You can flip it out here and flip it out here. And those are tuck spots. And they're left open so you can add extras in there. And then I did some stitching around the pages just to give them a little character. They're all tea-dyed or coffee dye. Some are left white. With the season, I don't mind leaving some of them white. Middle of the signature. And the same papers throughout this one. I put that upside down. Oh, I'll have to cover that up. this pretty paper and then the fabric. So that's this one. And I wanted to see if I put anything on the front of this signature, because I'm not sure if I did or not. No, I didn't, because this is the double, one. So that's these two. And then I'll show you this last one. So this one will come with this tag as well. This one has a ball pin, an eyelet, a little bit of fabric, and a holly with berries on the top, and then some buttons on this one. And then this one is just backed with the fabric, has cute little birds on it. And up here, I just made a pocket. I use this journaling spot. And then you got the beautiful Christmas tree. On the front, I have a holly there, and then when you put this tag in, you have the holly right there, with the charm, and then have this tag right here as well. So then this flips open, and then the front has this, the bells up there, or the ornaments up here, and the holly, and then you got the journaling card here. This flips open. It's like the other one. You have this journaling card. I made a little tuck spot with a couple little tags right there, and then I got a big tag. And then this will flip down. Actually, let's go that one. So then you have your journaling spot here, and then this will flip down. You have journaling spot there, and right here. And then you got a card right there.
So it's tucked back inside.
That flips back up. You put the tag in there. Helps keep it shut. The little tags right there. And then you open this up, and you have a tuck spot there with the journal with the tablet, and then there's a little tuck spot right here. And then there's a journaling card right here, and there is a pocket behind this one that I kept open, but it's pretty tight, so I don't know if you could put anything in it or not. And then that just shuts up. You have all these papers throughout. There's a tuck spot there, an envelope, a little tuck spot there, and you can use the envelope, decorate it. A little tuck spot here. More papers. A lot of stitching in this one. Music paper. A little tuck spot. You can flip that up and journal underneath. Book pages, coffee dyed, music paper, ledger, more of this pretty paper. And this flips up. You can journal inside there. You can journal on there and there. That's the end of the paper, and then the back of the journal. So yeah, that's this one. And I will
tie this one back up. All of them will come with a little journaling patch. So that will be that.
and let me know what you guys think. I'm glad I was back to share some with you. Hopefully that wasn't too bright for you guys. Hopefully you can hear me. I think I got my audio going good. And these will be listed on my Etsy. It'll be linked below in the description box. Like I said in the beginning, you can also click it on the upper right corner, bottom corner of my video. It'll take you right to my shop. It is Soul Creatively Loved, and that's on Etsy. And yeah, so then they'll each come with their own little pack right here, and they'll be listed on there for you guys ready to go. I might add a couple charms in with it and a couple more ball pens and maybe a little bit of beads. I didn't have it ready before I filmed this, but I wanted to get it done so I can get these listed and up for you. So I appreciate you guys watching and joining me today, and hugs and blessings. Later.